trade. Hello guys, today let's do some small analysis on the chart, top down analysis. For you to know the trend of the market, you should start from the high time frame. You should start the analysis from the high time frame. The high time frame will give you the valid trend of the market. The valid trend of the market. So let's check on GBP USD. GBP USD. Let's start from daily time frame. Daily time frame. Okay, first of all, as a trader, before you come to the market or you execute a trade, you should first check the fundamental news. That is the first thing you're supposed to check before executing any trade. Without checking the fundamental news, it can destroy your account. It can run your account down. So for checking the fundamental news, me, for instance, I use forexfactory.com to check my fundamental news. You should go to your Google Chrome or your searching engine and type in forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com, and you see something like this. You see something like this. Okay, to open like this. For today, Monday. Today is Monday. That is 5th. That is 5th. This is 5th May. 5th May 2025, Monday. You can see 1 a.m. we have this yellow sign over here. This means the news is low impact news. This yellow sign symbolizes the news is low impact. It's low impact. It will not have effect on the market. It will not have effect on the market. Okay. You see this red sign over here, red color over here. This is the CPI news for chef. This red means the news is high impact news. This news will have effect, high effect or high impact effect on the market. If you see this red color, that means the news is going to have high impact effect on the market. It will move the market whether uptrend or downtrend. Okay, if we see this ash color over here, this ash color over here, it means bank holiday. That currency pair is on bank holiday. The market will not move high, or it will not move strong as we expected. It will be choppy, consolidating throughout the day because there was a bank holiday. Let's check something over here. Okay, you see this red color is USD. which is 2 p.m. 2 p.m. This news will have high impact on the market. So you can see there are some figures around this area. 50.2 and 50.8. This figure you are seeing over here simply means 50.2. That is the forecast. We are expecting the news should be lower than the previous figure, which is 50.8. 50.8. The previous figure the news give is 50.8, and this currently the forecast are expecting 50.2, which means the news is going to be a high impact negative news. High impact negative news. That is what the forecast are expecting. For instance, please watch here carefully. This is the previous news. 50.8 is higher than the current one we are expecting. We are expecting 50.2. So far as the previous figure is bigger than the current expecting figure, that means then this news is going to be bearish. The news is going to be bearish. This is the fundamental analysis. This means this news will be bearish, and it is expecting figure. It's not accurate figure. It can change if the news release. This figure is the forecast figure. We are expecting the news to be bearish. Since this figure is lower than the previous one, we are expecting the news to be bearish. Please watch here carefully. Example, if in case this figure was bigger than the previous one, that means the news is going to be bullish. Since the forecast figure is lower than the previous news release figure, that means the news is going to be straight bearish. That is the forecast figure. So this is all about the fundamental news for today. If you scroll down, if you go down, you can see Tuesday, which is 6 May. We have low impact, low impact, low impact. You see this gold color over here. This gold color means medium high impact. Actually, it cannot have high effect on the market. It cannot have higher effect on the market. So you can see Tuesday there is no any high impact news. Okay, till 10:45 p.m. NZD, we have employment change, which is high impact, and unemployment rate, which is high impact. This one is for Tuesday, 26th May. So this unemployment rate, see this figure over here, check this figure. Take your time. Employment change figure. Previous one release was negative 0.1%, and the expected figure by the forecasters are 0.1, which means 0.1 is bigger than the negative 0.1. That means this news is going to be bullish, strongly bullish. Okay, let's move to unemployment rate. Let's check the figure. Let's check the previous. The previous figure is 5.1%. The previous figure, which is released by the news, is 5.1%. And this one is the forecast, 5.3%. We are expecting 5.3%, which means 5.3% is bigger than 5.1%. That means this news is going to be bullish. This news is going to be bullish. This is the expected figure. We are expecting this figure. If the news release this figure, the news can bring any figure. It can change. But according to the forecast, this is what they are expecting. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the chart. As a trader, you should start analyzing your chart from the high time frame. From the higher time frame. The higher time frame will give you the valid trend of the market. So let's check this chart. This is GBP USD. GBP USD, and this is daily time frame. Let's start from daily time frame. Okay, from daily time frame, mark our resistance, the highest zone the market reach. This is our resistance. This is our resistance. You can see the market is making higher low, higher low. This is higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this market have been uptrend. The market is uptrend. The daily chart. This market is uptrend. Looking at the daily chart. Looking at the daily chart. It is uptrend because this pullback couldn't break this previous support over here. This pullback couldn't break this previous support over here. So on the daily time frame is uptrend. Is uptrend. The trend is uptrend. So let's move to 4-hour time frame. This is 4-hour time frame. As a trader, you should keep your analysis simple and neat analysis. You should make your analysis simple, not complicated, because this market is just simple. It is just simple. Okay, let's check on the 4-hour time frame. This is 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. Right now, on the 4-hour time frame, you can see the market have created this zone over here, this serious zone. Let me make this thing clear over here. You see this resistance over here. This resistance. You see this resistance over here. The same thing over here. And this one. They are all in the same zone, the same area. The same area. So the market touch here first and come. It couldn't break this support. Check where the market couldn't break this support and move back and touch this line again and touch the resistance again and pull back. Couldn't break this previous support. So this market have touched the support again. So right now we are expecting the market to move high to touch the resistance zone again. This means the market is moving sideways. Since this zone, since this zone is strong, this zone is a stronger zone, the market finds it difficult to break it. It finds it difficult to break it. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, the trend is uptrend. The trend is uptrend. Then we move to 1-hour time frame. This is 1-hour time frame. This is 1-hour time frame. From the look of the zone, this is where the market reach and come back and move to that same resistance area and pull back and touch this support. Since this zone is a strong zone, the market finds it difficult to break it. And since this support zone is a strong zone, the market finds it difficult to break this support zone over here. the market find it difficult to break this support zone over here. So in this market, for you to take buy, you should have patience enough for the market to break this resistance zone and come for a retest before you jump into buy. Okay, since H1 time frame have confirmed that the market is uptrend, then let's move to our executing time frame, which is 15 minutes time frame. Me, I normally execute my trade on the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame. Okay, here is the 15 minutes time frame. 15-minute time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, I will draw my resistance zone. This one is not stronger zone as you are seeing, because it is lower time frame zone, so you cannot depend on this zone. This is my zone, resistance zone. And here is my resistance, my support zone. Here is my support zone. Here is my minor support zone on the 15 minutes. Okay. So as you can see from the 15 minutes time frame, the market is moving sideways. This market is moving sideways, finding it difficult to break the resistance zone. Or the support zone. So what we are expecting here before we execute a trade is we are expecting price action over here. Price action we are expecting price action over here, or a breakout, then retest. After breakout and retest, then we look out for our entry, then we just enter for buy. This is what we are expecting on GBP USD. So we are waiting for the setup on the 15 minutes time frame. One thing about a trading is that since we have identified the trend on a higher time frame, which is daily and H4 time frame, there's nothing you will be expecting from the market again, since you have identified your trend that it is uptrend. You just came to M5 15 minutes time frame and just wait for set time and your entry. Right now you can see the market is pushing back to test this zone. The market is pushing back to test this zone, this support zone over here. The market is pushing back to test this support zone over here. Okay. So guys, for GBP USD, we are expecting buy on GBP USD. On my next video, I will be explaining how fair value gap and order block and so many things. We will take it one by one for us to get better understanding. So for now, there's nothing we can do on GBP USD than waiting for the market to give us a setup and entry, then we jump into the market. In trading, you have to be disciplined and having enough patience. You take what the market gives you. Never and ever trade against the high time frame trend. As a trader, the trend is your friend. Never trade against the trend. Never trade against the trend. If you continue trading against the trend, you will destroy your account. You will lose money. Never and ever trade against the trend. The higher time frame trend is your friend. Never trade against the trend. As you can see from this setup over here, we are looking for a buy. So from my previous video, we talk about hammer, hanging man, shooting star, and so on. You can remember it. You can go and watch those videos and know how it works. You can see at this area the market gives us shooting star over here. This means this market is coming to bullish. The market is coming to bearish. It's giving us shooting star. But when you move to the higher time frame, like 4-hour time frame, the market is uptrend. the market will go and test this particular zone. So far as the market is an uptrend, you can't trade against the trend. You cannot trade against the trend. So the only thing you can do over here is should be patiently waiting for a buy setup which the market will give us.